it's been quite a while since I recorded anything here on my channel. Some of you have noticed my absence. Thank you all so much for, looking out for me, asking me how I am. To be quite honest, I haven't been good at all. I think it's been 3 weeks with me being very, very ill in some kind of bacterial infection of my lungs again. It started out as some kind of flu. I was not having a fever, I was not having any, common symptoms other than I completely lost my voice the first week. I did not have a sore throat, just when I tried talking, I would sound like a chain smoker. It was really, really bad. And the last 2 days of that week, I could not speak at all. So I thought, okay, let's wait a week with creating any content. And then it just went downhill. Still no fever, but I started getting these bacterial problems with my lungs again, getting stuff out every time I cough, and it got really, really bad for about 2 weeks. I have still been going to work. I have too many projects now before I leave for my yearly vacation. So I did not feel like I could take time off and do this in the autumn. I don't view that as an option right now. And I did not see any doctors because every time I have this reoccurring issue with my lungs, I get prescribed antibiotics, and I'm starting to be a little bit not anxious, but maybe worried is the right word, that if it gets really, really bad, I'm afraid that I will become resistant to antibiotics. So as long as I can ride it out myself, I just let nature have its way with me. Maybe that's crazy, maybe I shouldn't do that, but it's getting better now. I don't have the same issues breathing or coughing. I just have a little bit of a dry cough, and now my nose is a bit not stuffed, but I can hear that I don't have my usual voice yet. So that's why I've been gone for so long. I've not even, managed to record anything for my Patreon. During these weeks of being really, really ill, I tried recording like a whispered little update, and I found out that I just really dislike the microphone I have for my channel right now. I have the Blue Yeti, and that's not a professional mic. It is not a very great mic for content creations. I've been looking up other microphones. I would really like to get one from Rode. I am looking up the little mini wireless one that you can just put on your clothes or attach to a camera and be out and about. I think it would be really cool making more, out in nature, in real life vlogs, that type of feminine, girly, relaxing content. But I might be needing to look up a new camera as well. I don't think this one has an input for a microphone. The camera I'm currently using is the Canon G I know the Mark III has an input, but it's rather expensive. And I have been quite happy with this one so far. As you already understand, this video is a little bit more of a ramble life update, just talking about life this month and this past time that I have been gone. I have come to the realization that I've been really not burnt out but socially drained. I just really get stressed if I get a phone call, if people want to hang out with me, or if I need to reply to a message. And I do need to be a little bit more kinder to myself. You know, as a content creator online, I'm starting to realize that it's not that common to keep replying to every single comment and feeling, pressured to do so. I know that most of you who leave wonderful, supportive, kind comments know that I do appreciate them, and you don't expect me to reply every single time. So I think I need to remind myself that and relax a little bit and do not feel forced to do anything right now, because my stress levels have been quite high recently. Finishing every project at work, my apartment that I do have some pictures of, I wanted to show you before it is done. I've been, struggling with health this month. It's been, can you even call it an anniversary since I got home, since I left a very, very destructive lifestyle with an ex behind, moving back home with just my dog and a backpack of clothing and taking my life back. It's been a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, and I just need to be a bit more kinder to myself and just enjoy life for what it is right now and do not have any expectations of myself. I did put up a community post about renovating my apartment, and I did have some people thinking it's a rental, and I actually started thinking that most of my viewer base is American and not European or Scandinavian or Swedish. Here in Sweden there are two types of apartments, either a hyresrätt, which are rentals that you need to be in a queuing system for many, many years to get one. I think I've been in my hometown's queue system for 15 or 16 years now, and I still do not have enough queue points to have the type of apartment, a rental one, that I would enjoy. And then there are bostadsrätt, which are single apartments in a complex that you buy and own yourself. I have bought my apartment. The whole apartment complex are just apartments that you can buy, and it is way more common here in Sweden, especially as a single person household, to own apartment instead of houses. Sweden has an entirely different, economic culture. It's not common to own a house. It is really expensive. We have really high taxes. We don't earn the same amounts of money here in Sweden. So it's way more, financial responsible to own an apartment. So I have all the rights to renovate restore, decorating it however I want, and it will actually increase the worth of my apartment if I would put it up for sale in the future. So it's an investment. It's not a rental. I'm not an insane person renovating a rental that I do not own. That's not how it works here in Sweden, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna insert some pictures right now how it's going with all of the renovations of the apartment. Right now the kitchen is the biggest project to get done. There's a lot left to do. The over the counter section still needs to be, put up, hung up, installed. I don't really know what to say. This Monday I will be calling the plumbers to connect, the drains in the kitchen, all the piping in the bathroom, and then the bathroom will be done. I got this wonderful wet floor carpet and tapestry or wall. I don't know the names for it in English, but the room feels so much bigger and cleaner, and it looks really good in my opinion. I have picked out everything myself in this apartment, so please be kind if you do not share the same taste in renovating or decoration. I would really appreciate a bit of kindness, because this is what I enjoy. It's not much other than the kitchen and the bathroom left to do. Used some last fixtures with electricity and some decor, around the door frames, the floor. Used fixing a little bit of lights and some shelves to the closets. The hallway is looking really large now. It's not as cramped as it was and small when it was all dark and gloomy and grey and black. In the living room I hung up my favorite posters. It looks a lot like my all-time favorite outdoor hiking places. And I got a couch. I bought it from Mio here in Sweden. It's a rather cheap furniture store that also has really good looking basic furniture. So I found this shorter couch, but it's rather deep, so it's really comfortable sitting in, sleeping in, and I only paid around $700 for it, which I thought was a bargain for a brand new couch. I will be starting bringing over my desk, my computer, and some decor like that, and it's slowly starting to feel like a home someone is living in. The bedroom is also right now used as a storage room for all the building materials, but I will be bringing out my air mattress and I will be starting to sleep on the floor once I have a functional bathroom and water in the apartment. The kitchen, it will be done sooner or later, but as long as I have a bathroom and water I can move in. I'm really looking forward to showing you when it's all done. Please do not fret, it's not that monochrome in color. I have a lot of colorful decorations, interiors, a lot of moving mugs. There will be a lot of colors, but at the same time very neutral and harmonic, and I just want to feel calm whenever I get home. I will be putting in my carpets once I have cleaned the whole place from all the building dust. I have also been doing a little bit of second-hand shopping at flea markets, and I just want to show you 3 things that I managed to find for my home that I'm really happy to find. First of all is this wonderful candle light holder. Itala. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of this specific series from Itala, but it has these dots all over it. It has a really nice texture, and I've been wanting to have one of these for my bathroom, just being able to have some candlelight while showering. I managed to find these for 100 kronor, which is like $10, and brand new it is 250 kronor, which is like 25, so that was really good. I think it's brand new, so I'm really happy to find it that cheap. Then I also found another faience candlelight holder. This is like very vintage retro Swedish designer art. You put the little candles in these holes and you can have something in here. It is all ceramics, and I really enjoy this deep blue navy color for midsummer and my country's national day. This I have one in, another faience, but I have it in a deep red with another shape that isn't as flowery. So this will be the one I use for summer and the other one for winter season. The last item I managed to find is like another holy grail for me and my collecting side. This is a really old, do you call it vintage if it's from 2008 maybe, anime figure that I managed to find. I'm not gonna unbox it in this video. I'm gonna assemble everything once I move in, but I managed to find a really, really rare from my favorite manga, Vagabond, Sasaki Kojiro figure, and it's really large, really heavy, still in its original box. I have opened it up and it's authentic, and I'm really happy. This is such a crazy find to actually have. I would love to have the Musashi figure as well, but they are so expensive and hard to find, so I'm really happy to have this in my collection. All of these items I managed to find really, really cheap, and I'm very glad about that. I've also been starting to declutter a lot of my possessions, selling off a lot of Moomy mugs. I just want to have a little less because I don't want to have my home feeling overwhelming once you step into it. I'm just really happy to take you with me on this journey to reclaim my life once again. This summer I'm actually planning on having a little vacation with some female friends of mine. We are planning on taking a rental car for a week or two and just going on a road trip through the majority of Sweden, from the north to the south and back home. And that would be very nice to make some vlogish content out of. A lot of hauls, shopping, eating good food, just living life. Thank you all so much for watching this live ramble update. I really appreciate your support. I'm so happy that you guys care about me and supporting me in this little, hobby of mine, creating content. I wish you all a wonderful coming week.